You know, we finally answered an important question.
Hmm.
Whether Batman was circumcised or not.
Wait, you just started off on that, didn't you?
I did.
God damn it, Chris. Ah.
I told you I was starting. Hey,
Yeah, there it is.
It's very hard. I've not had to set this up with two people in it.
We're a two-person squad now.
And Josh.
Squad goals. Well, I mean, Josh is part of it, but
Josh is not part of.
Is Josh here? Hi, Josh.
Yeah, he's right there.
Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Josh isn't saying hi.
He hates you.
I think Josh froze. He hasn't moved.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, Josh is
all
gone.
right. Well, we're just gonna go.
Hey guys, I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
And guess what? We're together.
Together again.
Yay.
Oh, Josh hit the wrong button and his laptop is doing an update.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it's just you and me.
It is. That's fine.
That is totally okay.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I mean,
pull up the chat.
I mean,
Where's
can't.
the chat?
No.
Where's the chat?
No, you have to pull chat on your phone.
But you never sent me a link.
Oh my god, you
Chris.
fucking loser.
Chris. Just rude. I don't have anything from you. So, I'm in town this week. It was awesome. It's been awesome. We're having a slumber party tonight. It's going to be great. I foresee lots of cuddles.
I hate everything about this.
Or snuggles. I'm not super picky. Which one?
You're going to get a knife in the head if you keep talking. Don't you dare.
Ow!
Preemptive strike.
Oh, I can't even be mad.
Yeah.
So this episode is called Guess Who's Back?
It's Matt.
And it's me.
Matt's back.
I'm the one that's back.
Yeah.
Back again.
Someone's back.
Tell a friend.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yeah.
So yeah. Hey, Josh is back.
Hey,
Guess who's back?
It's Josh.
I'm back.
Hey.
So what's going on, guys?
We got some stuff to talk about this week.
Yeah, we do.
I guess the most important thing is we know what Batman's dick looks like.
That is apparently the only thing that needs to be known today. Josh, are you aware that we now canonically know what Batman's dick looks like?
I am aware of it, thanks to Vice News and their Instagram update. And then I was like, "What? This is weird." And then Polygon did a story about it, and
it's big news because it's so fucking weird. Because it's not like this is a fan story. This isn't like fan art or fanfic. This is an officially licensed DC product that also is debuting their brand new mature rated label, DC Black label. And of course, the first issue of their new label. What better way to show everyone that you're mature than by just whipping out Batman's? People are calling it the Schlong Halloween. You know, the internet. It's very classy.
Batwing. We got the Batwing.
But you know what no one ever has been thinking of. And Chris, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
You don't just get to draw Batman's dick. You have to know for a fact that DC editorial had like very specific instructions about how you can like display Batman's dick. I mean, because this is the first time in comics history that DC has canonically released something. Batman's dick is now, that is official. It's now going to have its own stats. And like, Lee Bermejo, the artist, he's like going, "Oh man, I'm on the premiere Batman book. I am launching DC Black label. This is going to be a career maker." And now I'm forever known as the guy that drew Batman's dick for the first time.
And you know what? Maybe he loves it. Maybe he's like, "Yo, I get to draw dicks
and get paid by doing."
Yeah.
No, but
was it necessary though?
No,
well,
it wasn't.
Well, here's the most important salient point. We haven't read it. I didn't buy it because I'm not going to, and Matt didn't get a chance to read it in store. So all we're going is the panel that everyone shared that's just swinging bat dick.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that no, it's not necessary.
It is probably not necessary.
It is probably just there to be a shock, like, oh my god, guess what thing? I don't know. Who knows?
Who could know?
I think the only way Marvel can top this is we got to see things. We got to see things.
No, we don't.
You know what Marvel's response should be? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Actually, no, I actually saw that article. They were like, it was on
Comics, whatever.
No, Bleeding Cool.
Yeah.
They were like, how should Marvel respond to Batman's dick? And I'm like, they shouldn't. It's not a thing that needs. You know what? Like, I hope this story dies down real quick.
How should they respond? Don't. How about that? How about you make another teenage girl
Deadpool
book?
will make a joke.
Yeah.
In a book.
Yeah, that'd be great. We also learned about our president's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Look,
Allegedly.
nobody ever would have ever guessed in a million years. Oh, Toad's trending on Twitter. Wonder why that is.
What an awful mistake that was that day.
Woo.
No, I think good for Nintendo for being good sports about it, for kind of just posting innocuous photos of Toad.
Real.
That was great.
America.
Yeah.
Nintendo of Japan's like, the fuck is this?
I mean, Miyamoto had to throw up once he heard what they compared Toad to.
Yeah, somebody.
But no, and you know that was that. Any kind of other comics news that came out was obliterated by Batman's dick. Matt went to the comic book shop here. I haven't been to the shop in years on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean,
and they were talking about it.
Yeah, the last time I was there was before I moved, and I walked in, and that's all the conversation was about. Oh, Doug's here!
Doug's here!
Doug, weigh in on your hot take on Batman's dick.
Are you for it?
No.
Are you aware what we're talking about?
I'm anti-dick.
No.
Did you hear the news of the day?
I heard from Josh that they showed his dick in a.
It's canon, baby.
I mean, his dick was always canon.
Was it though?
Yes, he's had relations.
His canon was canon. Yes. We knew he had one. But did we need to see it?
No, we didn't. But now that Doug's here, I want to point out this has nothing to do with the NOLA Nerdcast show, but it's everything to do with Doug. So this weekend we all did an escape room, and not only did we solve it, but we fucking crushed the record. And Josh and Doug, they posted the picture, and of the multiple pictures they took, the one posted on their official website is the one with Doug dabbing like a champ.
So here's my issue with this. They deliberately said, take a nice photo for Facebook. And we did. And then take a fun, goofy photo. So there's a photo of a dude reaching around to grab a dick. There's a couple of dabbers. There's some blessed people.
Bless up.
And I feel very betrayed by our escape room guy who said we're going to use the nice photo.
Yeah, he lied to you.
He fucking lied to us. He's not getting that $10 now. I tell you what.
I already
Did you?
signed up for you. Yeah, Chris said it was.
I'm not signing up the TripAdvisor.
Chris said it was escaperific.
Oh,
Anyway, that's just a nice little aside. Somewhere on an official website is Doug dabbing for all to see, and Josh doing the weird.
That's yours.
Yeah, great photo, Josh.
Thank you.
So what do we actually have to talk about today, Chris?
I mean,
one classic mini thingy.
we're getting there.
We'll get there. Calm yourself, baby bird.
It's comics first, Boo.
So we haven't had a chance to read our comics this week because it took forever to go get Matt and bring him up here. But before Batman's dick obliterate all the other memories of my head, we have the DC Universe app has launched.
Yes.
I have spoken to a friend about it. He says it's very neat. My issue is it's not on a television thing. It's not on like a PlayStation or a Fire Stick or an Apple TV. It's just on phones and tablets. And I'm not watching this new high-def Batman, this reconstructed Batman the Animated Series on a screen this big. It's just not happening.
Chris and I were talking about this, and it just seems so incomprehensible why. It's not like DC and Warner Brothers is a small company that doesn't have direct ties to all these big companies. And it's not like they don't already have strong ties in the video game industry. There's no reason that Warner Brothers couldn't have contacted Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony about having an official app on their consoles for the launch. Because there's been tons of data proving that these apps on consoles and other devices make it way more likely for people to subscribe to your channel. I guarantee you when Disney launches theirs, it's going to have an app. And if anything, that just further shows that when Disney and Marvel do something, it just makes DC and Warner Brothers look bad.
It really does.
Yeah. And I'm obviously gonna subscribe because even if it's just for a month to catch Young Justice season 3, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
And when they put Static Shock on there, I'm down 100%.
Yeah. Well, guess what? The Static Shock is on there.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Done.
According to Andy.
Finally, I can marathon Static Shock once again.
But you know what?
With our boy Gizmo or Gear.
His
buddy was Gear.
No Zeta Project.
No Zeta Project.
Yeah. No one likes the Zeta Project.
Whoa, first of all,
no one can find it to watch it in
10
20 years.
People like the Zeta Project.
It's been 20 years. No one's seen it.
10 people. I bet if I did a poll, who remembers Zeta Project, I will get a like.
Probably.
Oh, by the way, Josh and Doug.
Yeah.
Someone reached out to me and sent me a link on how to download an emulator of Blade Runner PC and how to get it to run on modern computers.
Okay.
So I'm going to send it your way.
That would be
throw it over. It's probably easier than trying to install my discs on 64-bit systems.
Yeah. All right. What else we got, Bill?
We also got the Shadow announcement of the live-action Netflix Last Airbender series.
Oh, look, I feel like this is the one that counts, guys. This is going to be the good one. The creators are part of it. The creators are part of it. There's no way it could be worse than the M. Night one. Netflix is paying for it, so at least something. Shut up. I want it to be good so bad, but I know it won't. So now I'm just lying.
So yeah, we don't know anything. We have one small image because the Dragon Prince released this weekend, and they said, oh, by the way, we're working on this. So we don't have anything done beyond that. So it'll be kind of curious to see how this kind of plays out.
Oh, that's not good.
What?
Breaking news. Composer Nobuo Uematsu, the man behind Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, and many other beloved scores of video games, has canceled and called off all creative projects because his health has taken a sudden and tragic turn for the worst.
That sucks.
That is not great.
It's very sad. He is very old though.
He is.
We also have to talk about the Captain Marvel trailer.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh my God! She punches an old lady.
That lady had it coming. Okay.
She was a filthy scroll. Also,
there's no chance she's not a Skrull.
Also, or hilariously, she's not a Skrull.
Yeah.
The most telling thing about this is that from all my social media, people have been talking about Blockbuster again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said it the first time I saw it. That was a genius framing device. They never had to tell you, hey, this is a prequel that takes place in the 90s. The first shot is someone crashing into a Blockbuster, and you automatically go, okay, this takes place in the past. And then you see young Nick Fury, and you're like, now it definitely takes place in the past.
Yeah, and Coulson with most of his hair.
Yeah. First of all, Marvel and Disney do not get enough credit for their de-aging tech.
Their composite de-aging is like the best I've seen.
It's weird too. Like the de-aging stuff is really weird.
So what we've determined is if you have the person alive, you can de-age them. If they're dead, you can't recreate them.
True.
Yeah.
We're not there.
And if they're alive, can't recreate them either, like Tron.
Yeah.
We have a ton of video game news to talk about, but it's all weeb stuff because it's Tokyo Game Show time, baby. Woo! Tokyo Game Show is about to start, but we do have the news from Sony's pre-Tokyo Game Show conference, as well as the Nintendo Direct that blew minds last week.
So talk about it.
And we have NPD numbers.
Ugh.
And as Josh mentioned earlier, there was a surprise announcement from PlayStation last night. Something totally original that they're not copying Nintendo with. It's the PlayStation Classic. a smaller plug-and-play nostalgia machine preloaded with 20 PlayStation 1 games, including, we only know 5 of them right now, Jumping Flash, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer, Final Fantasy 7, and something else. I forgot what the 5th one was.
It was something that I didn't care about, but...
So now the fun question is, before we move on, what is the one PlayStation 1 game that you feel should 100% be part of this collection? Is it Symphony of the Night for you, Chris?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also Final Fantasy 9, but not 8.
I say Chrono Cross.
You say Chrono Cross? For me, it has to be Metal Gear Solid 1. Like, that is quintessential PS1 right there.
It's definitely the first Twisted Metal.
Oh, nice. Hey, oh my God, there's so much chat that I've missed. We have Saki Bless and Kogasu in chat.
Hey.
Saki Bless. Saki Bless.
Yeah.
Saki Bless.
Not that, all of you.
Also,
Kogasu said he remembers the Zeta Project.
fantastic.
Also, someone's asking us for opinions on Dragon Prince. Chris and I have seen the debut episode.
We watched the debut episode. You were extremely hungover. What do you remember of it?
All of it.
Okay.
Hungover doesn't mean I don't remember something. It just means I had a headache.
We have different hangovers.
Dragon Prince was really good.
First episode was very, very good.
What are we talking about here?
The new Netflix show by the creators of Last Airbender.
Okay.
It just came out on Netflix, and we watched episode 1, and they do an amazing job of real quick setting up the world and like hitting you with a bunch of stuff that you know is going to come into play.
Is it? It's in a different world, or is it?
Oh yeah,
like
it's completely original concept.
Okay.
Just from the creator. So in this world, humans got exiled by the other races once they tapped into dark magic. Because before that, there was 6 types of magic, all that balanced each other. And then humans discovered dark magic because, of course, humans fucked up. They got exiled to the west, and the border was guarded by the Dragon King. Humans murdered the Dragon King and killed the egg containing the Dragon Prince. And then the show picks up like 100 years later or 50 years later, something like that. And it starts with a bunch of moon shadow elves crossing the border on an assassination attempt on the human king. And that's where it starts. It's just like, boom. Also, the voice of Sokka is the voice of the main kid in this, and it just makes me happy that he has work again.
It's probably been working the whole time.
He probably has.
Probably.
Most likely.
No, the first episode is very good. I'm excited to watch more, and I haven't had a chance to since Sunday. So we'll have a full report once it's finished.
Saki said she wasn't a fan of the animation style. And you know what? Coming off of Airbender and Korra, it is a step down, but I didn't care.
The finger thing means money.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
It does.
Anyway. Where are we talking about PlayStation? So I said Metal Gear. Chris says Symphony. Josh says said something dumb. What about you, Doug?
Chrono Cross.
He said Twisted Metal, remember?
Oh, Twisted Metal. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah,
Twisted Metal should 100% be on there.
I'm not super, and like I think a game, one of my favorite games was one that was forgotten, which is called Loaded. Just a guy in a clown mask in an asylum, and you ran around killing everything with guns. I enjoyed it. But like I don't know.
What do you think is the most likely not to make it?
Yeah.
Most likely game to not make it?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah. That actually, I stopped myself.
Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics might not even scratch it.
Oh yeah, that might not make it at all.
Well, I wonder about the other Final Fantasies because they're getting released on other systems. Like, do they make this portable console at all?
Yeah.
Like, why even do it at that point? Just put something else on there. Put one of these other like Lunar or whatever.
Oh man, I want an all RPG PS1 console.
Least likely to make it. My hot take: Echo the Dolphin. Not gonna make it.
How dare
Actually,
you?
my hot take is, massively popular PlayStation 1 games will not make it. The Crash and Spyro trilogies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's remasters already out of those.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you know what'll make it? Siphon Filter.
I hope so. First of all, Siphon Filter was a great series on PS1, and they're Sony first-party games, so that's almost got to be a... Oh, also, you know what'll be in it? Parappa the Rapper.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You got to wrap.
You know what game I secretly, desperately want to be on it? Bushido Blade.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be great.
I agree.
Why can't Square just make like a PS1 compilation thing?
Don't
How
know.
amazing would that be?
Money?
Because they don't care.
They make more money selling them piecemeal on digital.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
What about this?
Are you guys ready for that Tokyo Game Show news?
Yeah.
Wait, but what about the thing about Castlevania Symphony of the Night and the
Mondo of Blood?
yeah.
Yeah, they got rated for PS4.
Yes.
So that's
I
good.
saw that, and that's neat.
All right. So Sony had a pre-show, and a lot of it was pretty cool. Some of it was like, this is super weeby, the usual. All right. The biggest news, of course, is that Kingdom Hearts 3 added a brand new world that no one saw coming.
It's
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 land.
I'm very happy about that. All right.
It makes sense.
You know what I realized that I desperately wanted after I made I flubbed up the words in my mind. I want a Big Hero 6 and a My Hero Academia crossover or mashup and call it Big Hero Academia, and it would be amazing. Like, people mash up everything nowadays. I cannot believe no one's mashed up those two. Just saying.
Sure thing.
Come on, you want it.
Nope.
Deep in your heart of hearts. So yeah, Big Hero 6 is joining. Kingdom Hearts got its a brand new trailer for it. Kingdom Hearts got announced that just like Final Fantasy 15, there's going to be a VR experience for PlayStation owners.
We have the
Kingdom
cover
Hearts.
art for it.
We have the cover art. What's crazy is like, it never stops, but PlayStation got a whole slew of new RPGs announced for it because it's Tokyo Game Show. One, it's called Project Prelude Rune. And if I was Batman, I'd say the final Blood Rune because Project Octopath Traveler just became Octopath Traveler.
Was that because they thought they couldn't think of a better name?
I mean, if there's one thing I know about Japanese RPGs, is that they have the dumbest names known to man.
They do Infinite Undiscovery.
Kingdom Hearts anything.
358
days.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a new cel-shaded real-time action combat RPG with an open world that's looked very gorgeous in its teaser trailer. Most notably, it's from a new studio made up entirely of people that left the Tales of studios.
Oh, cool.
So they started a new studio, and they're making this is their debut game. Also, we got the news that Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is getting remastered for both the PS4 and the Switch. Finally, people can play this without needing a GameCube, 4 controllers, 4 Game Boy Advances, and 4 Game Boy Advance to GameCube link cables. It was the most incomprehensible multiplayer game to try and play.
It was a real problem.
But it was so much fun when you actually got all of that stuff together.
If you got all that stuff together.
All of that just seems awful.
Kogasu says, Big Hero Academia sounds like there's already an entire DV and art section dedicated to it already.
I believe it.
All right. Space Channel 5 is getting a new VR game. Ace Combat's going to have VR, and it got a release date. Here's another new game, Project Awakening. It's a game coming out on PS4, and it combines Monster Hunter and Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's already happened.
Of course it has. Samurai Showdown is getting a brand new fighting game on the PS4. They're bringing that series back.
I like seeing that.
Last Remnant is getting remastered for the PS4 of all the games from RPGs from last gen.
Wasn't that the one that was liked the least?
Yes.
Huh.
You know it's not getting remastered. Infinite Undiscovered.
And that's a shame. That's a crime.
I'm saving the best for last. This is not it. It's the next one. A brand new game was announced. It looks like a character action game, but you play as Son Goku in the classic Journey to the West style, not like Dragon Ball Goku, but the classic style. It's called the Monkey King: Hero is Back, and it looks like he like pulls a Last Airbender and he gets accidentally released from a prison.
So it's like the Netflix show. The Netflix show called The Monkey King.
Okay.
It's the same.
Well,
thing.
It's coming out. Look up the trailer. It's pretty cool. But all that can go to shit because the one game that they announced that blew everyone away and people can't stop talking about it. Now that Yakuza 6 has ended the Yakuza series, that series is done. Kiryu and company are finished. The first game in what is looking to be like the new series has been announced, and it's called Judge Eyes. And you play as a lawyer who fights crime on his own terms
and it's ridiculous.
Takes them to court. So it's a Yakuza game mixed in with some Phoenix Wright courtroom action, and I am 100% down. The trailer, and Japan got a 15-minute demo of it, and someone reviewed it, and you need to look at that. A Kotaku guy did a review of it, and it's the most phenomenal thing. I'm gonna make Chris watch after this because it.
So you take this game, combine it with the Assassin's Creed infrastructure, and you've got a Daredevil game.
Yeah, except Japanese Daredevil. Anyway, yeah.
That's what I said.
Judge Eyes is 100% gonna be a game I buy next year. I cannot wait for that game. Yeah, Kogasu agrees. That looks so fucking cool. And Kogasu doesn't curse. So if he's dropping an F-bomb for emphasis, you know it's good.
I think you added the F-bomb.
I think you did too.
I didn't. It's right here.
I can't read.
I know. I'm sorry. You went to Brother Martin.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means. So that's the pre-stuff. Destiny 2 Forsaken's blowing up, revitalizing the entire game again. Nintendo's Direct showed a whole slew of stuff. Brand new footage of a bunch of games. A bunch of games got release dates, like the untitled Yoshi game's coming out called Yoshi's Crafted World, which is essentially Yoshi meets Little Big Planet. The whole world is made out of paper craft and stuff like that. Capcom announced a beat-em-up bundle with 6 games. Classic beat-em-up arcade games. Oh, here's one. Surprise Game is coming back with a brand new sequel like 30 years after the fact, or 20 years. Streets of Rage 4 is coming out next year. It looks incredible. I have no idea. No one ever expected that one. Where is it? Keep talking, Chris. Chris, talk.
Is that it?
Cherry blossoms fall.
Oh my god. Spider-Man's real good. I beat it.
I'm about 80% finished with it.
I thought you were 50%.
Yeah, I played a lot over the weekend.
Okay.
And Monday.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming to Switch. They announced that they're remaking the original GameCube Luigi's Mansion for 3DS and adding co-op into it. Nintendo Online launched this week.
It did, and I tinkered with it a little bit right before we started.
Isabelle from Animal Crossing has joined the Smash Brothers roster.
What a great
exciting nobody. And then they ended with the worst news. They're making a new Animal Crossing game.
You know what Isabelle?
Animal Crossing.
You know what Isabelle's inclusion in Smash did for everyone?
It let the furries.
It inflamed Rule 34 to an extent unseen by men.
Yeah. Mega Man 11 announced their 4th Robot Master. It's Bounce Man.
Bounce.
New Super Mario Bros. U is joining the slew of good Wii U games that no one played that is being remade and released as a deluxe version on the Switch.
That's coming with Luigi U.
And they're including Luigi U on it for free. That's awesome. Also, Katamari Damacy is coming to the Switch. They're remastering the original game with Katamari Damacy Reroll.
Remember that was the biggest game in the world for
oh my god,
like a year.
It was huge.
I know.
Probably one of the best stoner games ever made.
Easily.
And this, I think, is the one I was most excited about. Game Freak, the creators of Pokemon, are making a brand new RPG. It doesn't even have a name yet. It's just Game Freak RPG. And they showed it. It looked really cool. It's like an action meets turn-based style, over slightly isometric, cel-shaded anime-looking RPG. That's the key art for it. Looks real cool. And this is also a surprise. Square Enix announced like every Final Fantasy game that wasn't Final Fantasy VIII is coming to the Switch. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XII, and
10-2.
And 10-2 are all coming to the Switch. And finally,
and 15 Pocket version, I believe.
15 Pocket version. And finally, do you know what game I never thought I wanted so badly, but it's coming to the Switch and I know I'm going to get it? No. Civilization 6 is coming to the Switch. And Civilization already can suck everyone's life away. And now you're going to let them take it with them on the go.
Could be a real problem.
It's going to be. And to round it up, not Nintendo related or anything related, but they just announced that there's been over 20% of all divorce cases in the past year have cited Fortnite as the leading cause of their divorce. So let that sink in.
Fortnite, destroying the world.
No, just marriages.
It's the world.
Bitcoin's destroying the world. Fortnite's destroying society.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, before we move on to Josh's new list, the NPD numbers of August 2018 have come out.
Ooh.
What game was number one?
Grand Theft Auto.
No.
All right.
Come on, it's August. What game is always number one in August?
Madden.
It's Madden. Fun fact, Madden has been the number one game of its launch month every year since 2000. That's insane.
It's a long time.
Guess what the top selling system was?
Switch.
It was Switch.
Madden.
PlayStation selling the most dollars and Switch selling the most units. PlayStation is still the top selling system of the year. Guess what the second game was? It hasn't been seen on the charts since February, but came back because of its PC release and hit number 2.
What?
Monster Hunter.
It's Monster Hunter. Chris got it. Finally, guess what game came out, is 9 years old, and charted at number 9?
Skyrim.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is back on the list because it went backwards compatible on Xbox One.
You swerved.
I did. I swerved real good.
Yeah.
People love Call of Duty.
Well, it's fun.
All right, so far the top 10 best-selling games of 2018 as a whole, not just of the month, but of the entirety of 2018. Far Cry 5 at number 1. God of War at number 2. Monster Hunter World at 3. Madden already at number 4. Grand Theft Auto 5 at 5. Call of Duty World War II at 6. Dragon Ball FighterZ at 7, baby. Holding out strong. Mario Kart 8 at 8. NBA 2K18 at 9. And Super Mario Odyssey at 10. You know what game is definitely going to be added to that list?
What was that?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has outsold God of War in every country of launch so far.
Can we talk about the fact that the Red Dead Online beta is about to happen?
Yeah.
In the next month or so?
Yep.
And at that point, they're just... I don't know if they have enough rooms in their garage for another solid gold car.
Right?
Hmm.
They're going to make so much money.
They are, and it's
disgusting.
It's disgusting. I can't even be mad.
That online, baby.
Yeah. I'm just surprised no one else has even tried.
Yeah. So, Josh, let's move on.
Tell us about this Vice list.
So last week we finally ended our top 101 Essential RPG reread. And you found us a brand new list to tackle in these coming weeks.
It's only because the title of this list is fantastic. It's from Vice News, and it's Disney movies ranked from least to most childhood ruining.
Okay.
I mean, that list alone, like, we owe it to ourselves to look at it.
I gotta hear this. Are we doing the whole list or just the top 10?
So, do you just want me to
do the whole list?
I'll go through the whole.
Okay, how about this? How about this? You said there's 66 ones on it, right?
66.
Read 66 through 50, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So what we have is,
we'll do 10 a day.
at 66, we have The Good Dinosaur.
Haven't seen it.
65, Wreck-It Ralph.
Do they? All right. Question: do they give reasonings for?
Yeah,
why?
they give little reasonings
All
like.
right, read them real quick.
All right. Well, okay. The Good Dinosaur pretty much it's Land Before Time. What?
I put the list up. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, just bring it up.
All right. So I'll like summarize and go over it. So 67 is a tie between like 17 different movies.
Yeah,
We'll
don't.
It's
All
not
right,
even
66. The Good Dinosaur because kids today already have wholesome, non-childhood ruining dinosaur movies. Whatever. Wreck-It Ralph. Big scary monster descends on an arcade, but there's no way that the story measures up to the other films on the list. What's 64, Josh?
It's The Sword in the Stone.
I don't know. It's got some body transmogrification.
It says
But
it's
that
not
doesn't scare
childhood
children.
ruining unless the child watching it thinks that they might get a deal as sweet as this in life.
Not a good movie.
But it's
I
got
watched it a lot when I was a kid. The squirrel part fucked me up.
So did I. But I've watched a lot of the Disney's recently this year, and it used to be one of my favorites, and it is not one of my favorites anymore.
Nothing happens in it.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
The plot starts at the end.
yeah.
Of the film.
Hi,
Like-
person with Doug.
What's that?
There's a person half in your screen. I was saying hi.
Hello, hand.
It's Glovey. Anyway.
All right, what's next?
63 is Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I don't know. The notion of a rat cooking in a restaurant is pretty upsetting.
How could a rat with dreams be childhood ruining, Chris?
It's a rat.
You,
It's a rat.
I love 62's reasoning for why it's very low on the list.
Okay.
Me too.
It's the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh tied with Winnie the Pooh. And the quote is, Winnie the Pooh is not childhood ruining, it's childhood making.
I guess. I was pretty bored by it.
That doesn't ruin your childhood, Chris.
I didn't have it in my childhood. My childhood was Ghostbusters and Bloodsport.
Yeah, there's so many. That explains so much of why you are who you are.
Pre-ruined. You couldn't really.
All right, Josh, what's next?
Whatever. Bloodsport's great. I'll brook no discussion about Bloodsport on this show.
Good, we won't discuss it because it's garbage. And
Shut
there's
up.
Nothing to discuss.
61 is Fantasia 2000.
I love Fantasia 2000.
I like it a lot, but there's nothing in it to ruin it.
Yeah, I understand it being low. So I almost feel like it should have been even lower. Other than that, I guess there is the part with the giant burning phoenix lady who burns that entire forest and kills everything in it and becomes a life spirit.
I guess. I don't know. That's barely anything.
Yeah.
Kids are pussies.
Yeah.
I said it.
I did.
All right, what's next?
Number 60.
It's Incredibles 2.
I like what they say about Incredibles, that it's one of the best sequels of all time.
It really is. It's not really
I loved it.
childhood not being destroyed by this film.
Yeah, it's not.
9 is Moana.
Next is Moana. Also doesn't destroy your childhood because it's delightful.
I don't see how it could.
58 is Lilo and Stitch.
I haven't seen it yet.
Basically, the Islander Disney movie is pretty safe.
Yeah.
It's super safe, and she's in a blue period. It's great.
57?
Is Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
Never really seen it.
Yeah, no. Not one of the ones.
Childhood if you don't see it.
Yeah. 56 is Robin Hood, and I like it. It's 1973, so you know the date.
I don't know. This is pretty low for a movie that probably caused the furry movement.
You know what?
It did.
It's true.
I think the ending.
I think that's positive of childhood's ruined.
I don't know how many of them are sweating.
Number 55 is Mulan.
Mulan.
They said this movie isn't childhood ruining, it's too inspirational. And they quote the Make a Man Out of You song, and they're not wrong. Can't hear that song and not get a little pumped up.
She did kill. She has the highest body count in any Disney movie.
Yeah, that's super inspirational.
It
is 100%.
Okay.
You too could perform genocide on an entire army, Chris.
I would
only believe.
Well, I would love to commit genocide on the Huns.
No.
Oh my god.
54.
Right. Toy Story 2.
See, I feel like all the Toy Stories should be higher up because they're inherently just disturbing and hurt your soul.
Yeah, they're all inherently Velveteen Rabbit, which is itself childhood ending.
Yes.
You are adults when you're adults.
Guys, I do want to point out that Cars has not appeared on this list yet.
Oh, I hope Cars 2 is the most. I hope Cars 2 is number 1.
I hope Cars 1, 2, 3, and Planes are the top 4 most childhood ruining on this list. It's just a countdown of Cars movies.
53 is Brave. 52 is Monsters, Inc. 51 is Monsters University. Oh, no! And at 50, we have a 3-way tie between Cars 2, and Cars 3. All right. Personified vehicles, even when they experience violent crashes, can't possibly be as scary as the films featuring people and human-like animals. Cars are not humans nor animal enough to provoke disturbance like so many others on this list are apt to do, so we'll leave all 3 of these together. That's fair.
You know what's childhood ruining about it? Having to watch Cars 2, and Cars 3.
Just Cars 2.
No.
The first and third ones are decent, and that's fine. Cars 2 is a travesty.
I think it should be like these ruin your childhood by taking about what is it, like 270 minutes out of it. You just lose those and you can never get them back.
Well, also, as a dumb child, you'd watch it over and over, so multiply that time by a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad. See, at least if any of us ever become parents, it won't be during the Cars era, so you'll never have to suffer through that. Can you imagine the parents during the time when Cars 2 came out and they had to watch Larry the Cable Guy be the main character of a movie and then have that on repeat for a year of your life? No.
I think I'd kill myself.
So yeah. So what's next? Now we're officially on the list. Starting at 49, we're gonna go to 40.
Okay, so 49 is Home on the Range, 2004.
That sucks.
Which one is Home on the Range?
That was during the dark period of Disney.
That was the last one, the last cell-drawn one.
Before they switched over to the CG
before
stuff.
Bolt and...
I thought that was Princess and the Frog was the one.
No, because that was the last one before Princess and the Frog.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it was like that 10-year gap or something, and they finally did it.
It's about cows that are trying to escape or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who could care? It's terrible.
Not that child ruining. 48 is Oliver and Company.
Heck yeah.
You know what? Oliver and Company taught me that being an orphan is awesome, as is stealing food from hardworking New Yorkers.
Confronting the reality of homelessness and the constant struggle of survival.
The reality of homelessness. He lives by the docks. It looks
he's
awesome.
Homeless.
It looks awesome.
Also, Billy Joel makes a great dog.
It's true. The real disturbing thing about that is the fact that dude got hit by a subway in his car. That's disturbing.
It is Oliver Twist.
Classic.
All right, 47 is Finding Dory.
Mute yourself.
Oh dear God.
Oh, what was that?
It was awful.
Oh,
Did I see that too?
that was that. You're good, Doug. I don't know what the fuck happened with Josh.
What happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It started making like weird screeching noise, like a Decepticon took over.
Yeah, I heard the devil talk.
Yeah. So Finding Dory at 47.
Yeah, 47, Finding
just
Dory.
Really?
46 is the Princess and the Frog. which we brought up.
Dr. Facilier is one of the great Disney villains, and Voodoo's always a little scary, so I guess I can understand why that would kind of disturb children.
I certainly can see why it's over like some of the other movies that are on this, because there wasn't anything remotely disturbing in those.
Yeah, that scene where he squishes that light bug is very upsetting.
Well, that's why it's 46, right?
Yeah, I'm expecting Sleeping Beauty to be high up on this.
I would think so.
45 is The Emperor's New Groove.
That movie is so delightful. I can't imagine anything upsetting someone.
Being cocky and selfish can get you turned into a llama. An evergreen lesson.
That's not disturbing, though.
No, it's not about being disturbing, but being childhood ruining.
It's not.
And it's not. It's fine.
It's not.
Emperor's New Groove is the most unconventional Disney movie that I love.
It's a Looney Tunes movie.
It is. It's phenomenal.
It really is.
It's so slept on, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah. It's hands down the best thing David Spade has ever done besides Tommy Boy. Fight me.
44 is Brother Bear.
Who could possibly?
Brother Bear was at the same time period as Home on the Range, where it came out and just flopped and no one gave a shit.
Who could?
You?
No, I haven't seen it.
Who was in charge then? Those don't even sound like Disney ideas.
That is the end of the Eisner era.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's the end of the Eisner era.
Yeah.
The early 2000s were not kind to Disney movies.
It's a bad time.
Yeah. That was 2003. The last good one of that era was 2000 with Emperor's New Groove, because 2003 was Brother Bear and 2004 was Home on the Range. And if it wasn't for Pixar at the time, Disney would have
they would have collapsed with their animation studio.
Yeah.
There was also Chicken Little and Bolt, and Bolt was good.
Yeah. Bolt's next at 43.
Bolt's next.
Oh, good.
All right, it says, honestly, it's kind of a depressing story. It's about a TV famous dog who goes on a quest to find his owner. He experiences delusions and thinks he has magical powers, finds himself in New York City after being accidentally shipped there.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Being abandoned. No one likes that.
Yeah, 42 is Frozen.
It's disturbing due to the dead parents, but also because of how the obsessed children who see this film experience, leading them to demand everything related to Frozen. What kind of capitalistic mind control is this?
41 is Meet the Robinsons, which another movie I don't even remember.
Dark period.
Dark time.
That's all you need to say about Dark Time.
What movie?
Meet the Robinsons.
I loved Meet the Robinsons. I don't know why I liked it so much. I think I loved the twist of who the villain was and the time travel and the silliness. But yeah, it was good stuff. It was one of those weird ones where it wasn't a full Pixar movie.
It was like one of those half ones.
Yeah. It was like they threw Pixar's name in a lot of the marketing to try and build it up, but it wasn't a Pixar movie proper. It was very nebulous.
I see.
All right, what's the last one of the week?
Gotta go back to the list. And number 40 is Zootopia.
I love the first line of this. It's an iconic furry film, because I'll tell you what, furries love that movie.
There's not enough furry representation.
Judy Hopps.
Yeah.
And Nick the Fox.
It's a good movie.
Banging each other.
Only on DeviantArt and Rule 34.
And Tumblr. All of Tumblr.
And then next week we'll pick up at 39. We'll give it a little teaser. It's a movie that was made in 1999.
Ooh, was it The Matrix?
It was either Dinosaur or Atlantis.
It's The Matrix, isn't it?
The Matrix is on this list.
Matrix
Sweet.
is not on this list.
It should be.
Well, it's not. All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
No, I feel like that's it. We've had a good run this week. It's always fun to be in person. Next time I'm in town, we'll have to actually make sure we all get together so we can do one of our classic stream on Twitch with the chat and the PlayStation camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like old times.
Oh, man.
I'll go to Doug's house or something and crash with him.
And I'll be done with that show.
Yay. But yeah, thank you again for everyone for tuning in. Saki and Kugasu, you're always great in chat. Saki bless. Now, Chris and I have to go snuggle.
Nope.
All the snuggles.
God.
No, seriously. Josh and Doug, when you're done with this, go to YouTube and type in Judge Eyes Kotaku.
Oh, I've seen it. Tim Rogers is amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, Tim Rogers does it?
Yeah.
Tim Rogers is the best reviewer of all time.
Yeah, he really is.
His Dragon Quest review is tear-inducing. It's so fun. All right. See you guys.
All right, guys. See y'all next week, same time.
For that.